Hello, happy Halloween. Thanks for joining us.
We have our second Halloween soap from Hoffmans Grooming.
It's a Halloween morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Halloween itself.
Yes, we are the Barbershop Duet.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Thanks
for spending some time in our barbershop on Halloween. So we made a couple of last-minute purchases when Hoffmans Grooming released their Halloween scents, and we're so happy
We
to
had
be
to
covering
sneak it
our
on the
second one
schedule.
today. But first, Crystal at the Razor Company talked to Jason. They sent us out a couple of their new 3D printed lather bowls. Y'all, this is the one I chose. I think Crystal sent this to you, but
That's okay. I don't mind sharing.
This one is solid. Sarah's is malleable.
Yeah,
so Sarah's has a little give to it when you push on the sides there. And this one is not. This one's hard. I tried this one last night, and I got an awesome lather. Y'all, there's just something about the shape of this.
Yeah, we'll get to show them later when we do our lather for this.
I know. So, hey, Crystal, Jason, thank you so much. This is so kind of you.
Super fun and colorful and makes you smile.
And today is our second Halloween soap from Hoffman. If you have been a constant viewer, you might have caught blood and sand that we did. This beautiful, dry, Roman kind of inspired scent. This one's a little different. You know anything about it?
I just remember when we were trying to pick between the four, that these two stuck out with us, Blood and Sand, and if we had to just pick two, this was the next one that we wanted.
Yeah.
So a cool label, of course. But then we also read through the scent profile and the little description, and we were sold.
The description had me, folks. Let's meet the soap. Have you ever known someone, but they end up being a wolf in sheep's clothing?
They put on that sweet, innocent face, but turns out to be the devil in disguise.
If so, welcome to Beautiful Disguise. Y'all, look, I lost a little sleep realizing that there were 4 mid-October drops from Hoffman's, and we only had time to put 2 of them on our schedule. Y'all, it was Sophie's choice. I was not happy in that moment, but I chose Beautiful Disguise and I chose Blood and Sand. And I have no regrets on Blood and Sand. And look at this description for Beautiful Disguise.
It just fits so well for the season. And of course, the label is awesome.
Right. And I like the idea with Halloween, you wear a costume, but if you're really trying to be somebody else, you wear a disguise. Well, before the trick-or-treaters start showing up, why don't we unbox this soap? This is how they come from Hoffman.
All right, so we already snuck one out of here, but we got a good old lucky one left.
Right, what's it look like? Wait, is there more?
Trick
Trick or treat, everybody! It's a Swedish fish! Thank you, Rob. That's very cool. Isn't it Rob that has the Swedish fish flavored shaving soap as well?
It has a different name, but it's definitely based off that. Yeah.
Thanks,
okay,
buddy.
Everyone. We built up the label, so let's hope it comes across on camera here.
Ooh, sparkles! Look at that, you guys!
It has a nice gloss finish.
Whoa! Cover up this half?
I know, right? Look at that.
Wow! I'm so... Now, I wonder, because this scent description sort of alludes to a two-sided thing.
Right.
So I wonder if this is going to have some top notes and some base notes that are super different. I wonder if the disguise is a bit of an analogy for what we're going to find in the soap. Let's have a first impression. Who did Blood and Sand?
I don't know. I was just going to ask.
I think I did. Okay, so you need to do Beautiful Disguise. Here we go. Ooh. Sometimes it's so hard not just picking one of these up and smelling them from the piano. What do you got?
No, it's definitely different from just because we just did Blood and Sands, I can kind of smell they're close, like maybe meant for the season a little. But it's a little more like feminine.
Ooh.
Just from first few whiffs. Let's see where that takes us. Much lighter. Kind of a brighter scent.
See, I get none of Blood and Sand. That's funny.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
It's much brighter,
this kind of starts over for me. This, the first 2 words that hit me were classy and elegant.
But also, is that the disguise to pull you in?
Oh, see, maybe it is.
Yeah.
Maybe it is. There is something a tiny bit. Wait. This doesn't happen very often. There is something hiding in this that is a little bit familiar.
I know, but it's different. It's something we haven't had in a lot of soaps. It's something that's...
Oh, you know what I almost think this is? I think this is like a super like well-crafted original kind of cologne mixed with something from my childhood.
Interesting.
And I'm not entirely sure what it is. See what you get.
It's a lot of the other ones that we had from him have a lot more spices, and this is more like the brighter, lighter side.
Because we started with Burn the Ships and Evil Pumpkin, y'all. So we're gonna kind of associate Hoffmans with the spicier side. This, I just see beautiful. I see the colors on the label. I see beautiful aquatic blues and greens with this.
And it almost takes me to like relaxing at a spa or something, almost like a little clay mask that you'd put on. There's something about that that's much more calming and centering.
And Blood and Sand, y'all. Exactly what I said in the video. It prepares you for a day of adventure. You feel the marble under your sandals. You feel the toga on your shoulders.
And somebody behind you.
It's bracing. It's not meant to be sweet. It's not meant to... Okay, y'all. This takes a giant U-turn. And this is like if somebody passed me wearing this, it'd be like... Sir!
What do you got on there?
This is beautiful and sweet and balanced, and
it's naturally sweet. It's not like cookie candy sweet. It's not that type of sweet.
No.
Maybe a little vanilla, but just a hint.
No gourmandy.
No.
It's done in some other way, and I don't even get a lot of florals.
I'm
not sure what this is.
It's not much floral, but
ooh. Something a tiny bit creamy, not a lot.
No, but
not
I think
like Bixby's really creamy. This has a little bit of that cream in it.
But I think that's why I was thinking like a calming face mask or something. Like there's just something that's
I'd love
lighter,
to,
right? Like just that smell of it.
And then something a tiny bit in the aquatic spices realm.
Right, just
something a little
blues
bit
it,
in
greens
like,
it up a little.
Yeah, like I know, this is kind of my go-to, but like a sweet rock kind of
that's what I'm
smell.
getting.
But a cold one. One. This
Mm-hmm.
is a blue-green scent, y'all. This is not a red-orange summer scent.
I'm really curious how to wake up in the lather, though, but it doesn't, because I'm curious what we're getting right off that.
I'm getting super well-balanced cologne against a little hint of Mr. Bubble, I think.
Oh.
You smell
I don't know Mr. Bubbles enough.
And Mr. Bubble doesn't have like, some kind of like a signature thing. It was just meant to smell like super fun and a little cotton candy-y and a little bubble gummy and a little, like all of those things kind of rolled into one was like the old
clean
powder Mr. Bubble, the one that gave you infections. That.
Interesting.
And you mix those together. It's like the super, super grown up and classy. Like I kind of envision my aunt. She was always super well dressed. She had a lot of dough, and she always smelled really nice. Looked really nice. Mixed with my cousin from the other side, who's just all about Mr. Bubble and this stuff called Zoo Goo that you'd paint your walls on your bathtub with to play in the tub. Right. So it's like this super, super refined and elegant, pulling against the childish.
Interesting.
That's what I get out of this. And I love that.
It does have that polar opposite thing. Do we want to try and put it in a lather and see what else we break up here?
I know I've been procrastinating.
We got to break in this new lather bowl.
Okay, let's see. I don't want to ruin this pour.
know.
It's so beautiful. Oh, it's a soft soap, but it's just got a little bit of a gumminess factor to it to let you know there's business being done. I had a good friend remind me I did not mention where one of our brushes came from in a previous episode. So this is my Yaki brush. It's the Barber Pole guy. I think it's like a 28 millimeter. Not so big.
Yeah, it's a pretty heavy dog.
And like I said, this is my new lather bowl from Jason and Crystal, the Razor Company. Look at this. Poor Lainey had to go to the vet today. We won't tell you what they did, but it had to do with anal glands. And that's never fun. That's never fun. So she gets a little bit clingy when she's all sad. So she's going to stay here with us. This is beautifully waking up. I'm smelling like... Oh! Wow.
Oh, a little slimy, citrusy, something?
Yeah!
Yeah, I definitely get more of the aquatic-y side now.
Right. And a little tiny bit of like... It's right out of my childhood, Rob. A tiny bit of Mr. Bubble, a tiny bit of Ivory Soap, and then playing against some beautifully complex cologne thing that I don't even know what to do with yet. What are you smelling? Oh.
Yeah, it's sweetened up.
For sure.
But not candy sweet. Like just a little brighter, a little something.
Right. Oh, I still like the idea that this is something very grown up pulling against something that's very trick-or-treating.
Yeah, but right? Is it the trick or the treat?
Yeah, right.
But it's something that's new to our den. It's not something that we've had that's as prominent in a soap before.
And y'all know what we've done. This is, there's nothing I can reference that's anything close to what this is smelling like right now.
And I don't want to say it's a light scent, but it's on the lighter side.
Right.
Like for people that don't like as potent of ones, it has a little like a nice quiet kind of hit to it.
Right. And I know some of the brethren are going to be a little bit curious. Hoffman is a thirsty soap. And the cool thing about this lather bowl, look, is there is still a lump of soap that my brush is working from. So it's not so smooth that it's going to like, jump up on your brush. It's got a little bit of that 3D printed grab to it. So that's
it does.
It
actually helps spread it out.
Right.
Do we cave and look at the set notes? I wanted to figure it out with the lather, but I'm still stumped.
I am ready. Let's look at the set notes. Wow. Okay, start them off.
So, set notes are listed. First thing, vanilla. Yeah. That was the sweeter side we were getting.
Yeah, and y'all, it's not like it does not start off for me like a baking vanilla. It's more of a scent vanilla, and for me, they're two kind of different smells.
Right, it's almost like if you took the vanilla bean and kind of like smoked off there.
Something like that, right. Or like the vanilla plant maybe or something.
Okay, here's the other one. Ready? Exotic woodsy notes.
Ooh, and in Blood and Sand, it was Oriental wood notes.
Maybe that's what my brain was getting.
Yeah, so this is the exotic woody notes. I love it. And then
the white orchid.
Whoa!
Which isn't too sweet of a flower. Like, we got a little floral, but it's not like in your face floral.
Right.
It's a very quiet.
Orchids are hard to do, y'all. Hard to do. Roy Disney was really mad at his brother Walt when he found out that for the Jungle Cruise, Walt was flying in orchids from Hawaii every day to put them around the edges of the boat. Little things like that.
Wow.
What brothers fight about in real life. Wow.
Okay, and then this last one. Ready? Ebony.
Second time we've seen this. What's ebony smell like? That's a color, right?
I like an ivory, ebony.
Okay, fine. Ebony.
That must be the different thing, because I said it's not something we have in our den.
Right.
So that must be what it is. And the exotic woodsiness with the ebony, and then throw in some orchid and vanilla, and wow.
Y'all, and much like the picture on the label, see, I was hoping this soap would have a little dichotomous nature to it, much like the description. Because if I approach it from the left-hand side looking for a cologne, it's there. From the right-hand side looking for my childhood bathroom ritual smells, they're here. Well, some of them.
Well, but yeah, like if you put 2 and 2 together, like you really could get different out of the 4 and mix and match them.
And if you asked me what like Mr. Bubble smells like, it's one of my favorite smells in the world, but I got no clue like what its scent notes would be.
Right? Like how would you even do that?
Oh, this is just incredible. Oh, now let's play this game. Masculine or feminine?
Oh.
Woo! Much like the label. I think this actually gears a little more toward feminine.
I would agree. And I don't want to say that just because of the label, but there's something that's lighter about it. Not that you couldn't wear it, but I think I would gravitate toward that compared to like some of the other colonial ones.
I watched a video today of somebody doing a review of a shaving soap, full head shave, and it was an homage to a Victoria's Secret perfume.
No way.
Y'all. But it's like I always say, if Frank Sinatra sings a song, it's masculine. If Ella Fitzgerald sings it, it's feminine.
Right.
And I think that's what this is doing. This would be so much fun to shave with.
Yeah. Wow, look at that lather.
Oh, yeah, we don't comment on lather, but y'all, you can't even see the brush anymore. You can't even see the brush with Hoffmans. And you know what? If I am having a little bit of a risky shave, a new razor, new blades, something like that, I will often reach for a Hoffman because I know it and I love it. And it's just a no nonsense, always going to be there for you base. And
I'm trying to think of when we'd want to throw that on.
Just when I was feeling a little bit too dirty, like if I was out doing yard work all day or something like that, the day where you feel like you need 2 showers. This because it brings you to a clean masculine place and then it keeps going. Gets you like super clean. Like, where would you wear it?
I was thinking that too. Like if I just needed to like brighten my spirits, lighten my, it just has that clean, gentle hit to it. Like if I didn't want it to steer me too in like a certain direction, like I feel like this is a nice right in the middle. You'd be clean, you'd smell nice, good to go. But does that mean we should try and take it a little?
Yeah, because I'm having another thought that's coming forward. So yeah, we got to go a little bit deeper. This is different.
I was just going to say, it's fun and
This
different.
is different. And I'll tell you what's the most different about it. They're sweet and they're sweet. Okay? When you smell this sweet, it's like, whoa, it's a little bit mysterious and it is super intriguing. And
that's a good word.
then, much like most top notes, you'd expect it to like fade rather quickly into the heart notes and into the base notes. Oh, nay. Get that out of your head.
That's true.
The sweetness is there, but it stays there through the heart notes. It stays there through the bass notes.
Yeah, they all kind of do that.
And
They're, like,
most of the
perfectly blended.
sweet that I've ever experienced like this goes away rather fast, like an orchid would go away rather quickly and surrender to the other scents. This particular balance of sweets just straps you in and you ride it out through the rest of the journey in this. And I don't know how they did it. Maybe it's the vanilla. Something sweet but not sweet that can carry you through. But I really thought there would be like a little more back and forth just because of the label. But this oddly is like a continuous dance. It just stays together. It just starts white and pure and sweet and beautiful. And then it goes green and blue in the middle. And it might almost even end a little beigey.
Yeah, I got a little bit of yellow. But look on the label. There is a little green yellow.
Right. I think it ends a little bit beigey with the ebony, however that works, and the orchid pulling against each other. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, it's a very refreshing, clean scent.
Yeah, that's a great word.
Almost if I wanted to be able to put on like a different perfume or aftershave or something that I wouldn't want to conflict, this feels like it would lead into anything you'd want to use it with. It's very like a little malleable. Like wherever you'd want to put it, it actually could go with a lot of things.
Yeah, and while it is like, the complexity is a beautiful cologne complexity, there's just something about its beauty that could either be complex or simple.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's light. And so for a lot of people that get too overwhelmed with scents, this is a really good one to start with. I feel like you'd have a nice ease into getting used to having your nose get used to other things.
I know this isn't the traditional like aquatic, but I just feel like I'm in a summer waterfall.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. A nice clean summer waterfall. Wow. Hitting the rocks nearby.
Yes, and that beautiful gentle sweet that just like grabs on and hangs on.
Right, if there was just some nice flowers off to the side.
Right,
you'd be good.
Blood and sand is dry. This is beautifully sweet, y'all. And what a great pair to look at for Halloween.
It's kind of like a side by side. I'm glad you went with
they
those.
complement each other. I wonder what happens if you mix them. I know, we won't. It's okay, don't worry.
But this is also one that you could use year round. It does not need to be
100%
in that seasonal category.
Hear my word. Well, hear her words. I know the label sort of gives away a Halloween feel, but y'all get that out of your head too. This is just as at home on Christmas morning. In fact, that'd be a great time to wear this.
Really light and just like
inviting. I'd want to sit next to somebody that's wearing this. Okay, so you're gonna have to expatriate yourself. You're gonna have to become a citizen of the United Kingdom and then work your way up through their secret service. It's called MI6. And then once you're there, they're really good at using latex and rubber and all kinds of other things to put on a beautiful disguise, and you can get your own. So head over to hoffmansgrooming.com where you'll find this and a ton of other stuff I want right now.
Can you tell I have a beautiful disguise on? I just got to shave with this, and the lather on this was wonderful. My brush just loved it and woke it up right away. But it was super fun. I know this was kind of part of the fall Halloween line, but I'm excited to be able to use this throughout the year, especially if I want to be a little under disguise. Welcome to Messages. So we don't know how this happened, but somehow we have made it to 250 subscribers.
And we don't know how this happened, but we made it to 300 subscribers. Yeah, thank you so much. So in honor of that and to celebrate, we're having a couple of giveaways in our Halloween season. Check out our episodes of Hotel Cecil and Clown Fruit. Make a comment, be one of our subscribers, and if your name is chosen, we will send out one of those soaps directly to you. Happy Halloween from PAA and the Barbershop Duet. This is one of my favorites because it has that feminine edge that is completely masculine. It's a little funny, but much like the two sides of the label.
Yeah, totally.
And I love that. I love feeling just like I just have like you with me a little bit in that feminine edge when I wear my shaving soap, right?
Yeah, I feel like it could be, one of those ones you reach to in the den that you could use any time of day.
Right.
If you, it could, multi-purpose. Like, it really isn't stuck in a certain category.
Absolutely. And I think this might be one. Like, I asked somebody too, that's like, my wife's not a real big fan of Halloween season around the shaving den because some of the scents get a little weird. Gentlemen.
It can look fun and Halloweeny.
This is a costume dropper, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just tell you that right now. And you know what? Have a wonderful, safe holiday today. Go out and scare a few people. Help some nieces, nephews, and kids of yours get in their costumes. Be sure to take lots of pictures. Send us one if you want to on Instagram. We'd love to see that kind of thing. And hey, don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.